Hello, primetime tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem with me, BlueAnkylo. So it's been a while for me. I took a bit of a break and got some episodes online. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed Lynn's story. As I've mentioned a couple times, that's really the tutorial for this game. Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance. I believe it's the Blazing Sword. The Binding Blade, I think, came out before it, but was only in Japan, but it's technically the original game, and this is the whatever, don't worry about it. Anyway, Lynn's campaign is meant to be easy, so if that looked, it's too simple for Blue, I mean, geez, what are you doing playing on Child's mode? Don't worry about it. Eliwood's mode is going to be a little bit more serious. This is the main game. And I do plan on doing Hector's mode later, which is definitely harder than Eliwood's. And I've decided not to play on hard mode because, like I explained at the end of last episode, it can end up being way too frustrating, and you end up restarting maps too many times. I feel I could do it on my own. Like, if I was playing it on my own, I'd probably be okay. I could use save states, save scumming, and whatever as I felt like. But for the purposes of a let's play, I'm just gonna play it on normal, so it's got a better flow. So let's get to it. Eliwood. We met him briefly in Lynn's story, but now we're gonna play from his perspective. And we might as well put a save in. And we do start at chapter 11, so the game continues on, essentially. And as long as you're playing normal mode, Eliwood or Hector, the levels up in stats and possibly items you got in Lynn's carry over. But someone did tell me in hard mode that wasn't the case. So, whatever. Alright, so Eliwood is the main character. I'm still going to be a tactician, the armchair quarterback, except promoted +1 because I survived a campaign. Same old deal. There you go. They even tell you when to expect the second lord. You might even meet Lynn, yeah. Right, so you guys saw in the previous episodes where Lynn got murdered by archers. Any of those three sort of heroes cause a game over. Someone did ask in the comments earlier what happens if a normal character dies. Well, they are dead forever. So, like, if someone like your Pegasus Knight Florina dies, unless you reload the chapter, they're gone, period. And then all the future maps, you can't use them on ever again. So, yeah, that's the standard Fire Emblem mechanic. It's a little bit different in the modern ones on the 3DS, because you can turn it on to casual mode. And there's even like a Phoenix mode where they resurrect the next turn or something, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, these classic Fire Emblems, permadeath. Yeah, there you go. They never take part in combat. Thank you, game. Such a good tutorial. Tells you all the stuff that I was just telling you. Once, dragon fought man in a war called the Scouring. Mankind vanquished the dragons thanks to the efforts of 8 heroes. These 8 mighty generals brought peace to Eliwood, which is the continent. The continent was divided into nations, and the people enjoyed an easy prosperity. The hero Hartmut settled in the east and founded Bern, famed for its military might. Saint Elimine moved west, and her sacred name flourished among the artisans of Etruria. I believe that's the name of the religion for a lot of the continent as well. The horseman Hanan's legacy lived on with the nomads of his beloved plains of Sakai. The birthplace of the Knight Baragan is now home to the renowned Knights of Ilia. Lots of Pegasus Knights up there from what I hear. The Berserker Durban's final glory was to create a warriors clan in the Western Isles. Probably pirates over there. The Archsage Athos is said to have retired to the barren wastelands of Nabata, because that's where everyone wants to retire, the barren wastelands. The heirs of the champion Roland themselves became the lords of the Lycian League. Eliwood has enjoyed a peace that spans 980 years, which means we're 20 years from Armageddon. How much longer can this peace stand before its foundations begin to crumble. Honestly, if any continent could survive nearly a thousand years with peace for the most part, that is an incredibly amazing empire. Like, that's bordering on Roman tiers of lasting for a long time. Good. you let me know when any modern country lasts for 1,000 years. That's pretty good, right? Right? Come on. Sure, there's bandits. It's no big deal. Deep within the Lycian League lies Foray, a land that has known no conflict for many generations, but which now finds itself touched by a shadow of unease. Its beloved and benevolent ruler, Lord Albert, has mysteriously vanished, as have a number of his sworn men, loyal knights who serve at his side. A month has passed without word from the Marquis. Rumors of his death abound. However, the Marquis's son believes his father lives. That's too many S's in a row. And he has vowed to find him. Marquis Ferre's son, Eliwood, of the Red. A red-haired youth who will one day become the finest knight in all of, well, maybe. I don't know. Have you met Hector yet? His long journey begins here. I mean, Eliwood's probably pretty good. I don't know if he's, the best. I don't think he's the strongest lord, even in this game, let alone in the Fire Emblem series. Hey, happy music! Alright, let's go, guys. Thanks, Marcus. You've got some cool hair, but I can't use you. We'll explain that in a bit. Oh, hey, Mom. Everyone's got crazy colored hair in Fire Emblem these days. Yeah, Mom, I get it. Don't worry. Sure, there you go. We'll save Father. No one's gonna die. Don't worry about it. Isadora. We might see her again one day. I mean, we've talked about JRPGs. Heroes have a hard time having living parents in most JRPGs, so I don't know how long she's gonna live. It's kinda dubious. Alright, it's just 2 men off for a ride. Just 3 men off for a ride. Sure, we have to recruit our own men as we go, because the army is gone. There's always sort of a sketchy explanation for why the heroes don't have any generic armies, and it's all just hero units. Like, I would rather not deprive my mother of a single guard. Yeah, that. Yeah, as if. As if that will ever happen. Yeah, what's happening with Lowen? He's probably some sort of axe guy. Foray's knights have vanished. Oh no! Bandits! With a green beard. And well, he's obviously bad. He's got a name I can't pronounce, and green hair. Even a fleck of gold. Hey, do you even have eyes? You should really comb your hair. How could you fight if you can't see? Oh, so Lowen's not an axe guy, he's our 3rd cavalier. Get in control of yourself, man. This girl. Ah! More green hair, but happy eyes, so she must be a good guy. Good girl. Oh, hi, Rebecca. Let's kill him. maybe we could arrest them, put them on trial, but it's time for murder. Just because she's a girl doesn't mean she can't fight, Eliwood. Chauvinist pig. Yeah, look at this. She can shoot things with a bow. Be careful. Psh, as if archers would ever die. Okay. Oh! There happens to be a traveling tactician hanging out here. This is Blue. Hey guys. Hey Eliwood. It's been a while. Yeah, of course, we know each other. We're good pals. That's me. I'm a fantastic military advisor. Lynn would never have survived without me. Yep. Just hanging out at the inn, enjoying some of the local sights and stuff, drinking probably. Yeah, holding my skills of drinking and sitting. You got it. It sure is. Oh, you want some help? I'll have to tell you about my fees. Oh, they're just axe guys. You don't even need me. Okay, so, quick overview of the units. We've got Eliwood, who's got a rapier, which is, kind of like an armor slayer, I think. But it is durable. It'll wear out its durability, so we'll want to buy him an iron sword pretty quick. He's pretty good with swords, but that's all he's got. And his stats, unless he gets really bad luck, his stats should stay pretty amazing. He should have a bit more strength and defense than Lynn did. Maybe a bit less speed. We've got Lowen, who is the third Cavalier. I'm not sure how he'll compare to Sane and Kent. We probably are not going to bring all three of them, so we'll have to pick and choose later on which ones we want to keep. I have a feeling I don't usually keep Lowen, but we'll see. We've got Rebecca, who's almost certainly better than Will. Archers aren't my favorite class in these games in general, but, maybe she'll turn out alright. And then we've got Marcus, and you'll notice right away he's a paladin, and he's got like triple the stats of anyone else. So he is the... There's usually one of these guys in all of the old school Fire Emblem games at the beginning of the game, and they give them to you kind of as like a guarantee that you will win. As long as you have Marcus on your team, there is almost no way to lose. But if you use him very much, he will get like 1 or 2 experience per kill. And it generally turns out that these kind of pre-promotes later on, once everyone's caught up in levels properly, are actually weaker than the average character. So, for instance, if we take Lowen to level 20 Cavalier, and then promote him to level 1 Paladin, like where Marcus is right now, it'll take a long time, but once we get there, Lowen should probably have better stats than Marcus. There's some RNG and stuff, you're never sure. But Marcus's stats are good for now, but kind of weak later on, and he doesn't have a lot of levels left to gain more stats. They often have poor growth as well. So, you have to be careful using these kind of characters. You don't want them getting a lot of kills. You want your other characters to get the experience for killing stuff. And if you use them to weaken stuff, or to rescue people, that's totally cool. And if he defends against some enemy attacks, that's fine. Just try not to let him get the kills. Now, he's got a steel sword and a steel lance. I'm actually thinking of leaving him with no weapons so that he can't counter and then just using him as a tank. Let's see. So, Lowen has an iron sword. I would really like Eliwood to have an iron sword. And you can use these things with D rank. So I could just give Lowen a steel lance and a steel sword, and then trade the iron sword over to Eliwood, and use that, because I don't want to waste the rapier on just bandits. Although I'm pretty sure Eliwood will get a better weapon later, like a better unique weapon, but for now this is kind of his special. So let's see here. This guy can't move very far. He might move towards this town, which we would like to kill him before he gets 2 turns to get in there. We can defend in the fort. We've probably got a couple houses with some generic tutorials. Vendor for probably vulneraries. And then the village should probably give us something. So let's see here. Let's get going. How much damage can we do with an iron bow? 7. That's not a lot, but it's no retaliation, so it's a good start. Alright. Now, the trouble is, on the first turn, if I want to attack, you have to be adjacent to someone to trade with them. I wonder if you can trade twice. So if I put Marcus in between... I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work, but I am going to give him my stuff. I'm going to try it like this. No, you can only trade once. Well, it was worth a try. Anyway, Lowen's got... he can move a little bit further, so he can attack from here. You want to use swords against axe guys. And this will probably kill it, actually, which is good, because then I have time to move Eliwood up and trade the sword over. You know, strictly speaking, if you're trying to grind for XP, you'd want to kill this guy with... Well, you'd want to hit this guy with an iron sword and then finish him off with Eliwood or something, but it's okay. Alright. We should be away from scripted battles as well, so we are at the whims of... You know what? It's better to move farther ahead so I can use Eliwood to attack next turn, and have Marcus trade with him up here. They got quite a few units here. Hey, reinforcements! It's Dorcas again! Can you believe it? Right, they said he was a mercenary after Lynn's story, trying to make money for his wife. And together we ride, of course. The Lordling. Come on! Just call me a lord. So we got 2 new units. I don't know. Dorcas, he's got that energy ring. That's good. He's got a steel axe. So it doesn't look like they kept his inventory exactly. It's like probably the stuff that we had at the end of Lynn's story got sort of rearranged based on the plot. So, if we want to use Dorcas, I think he kept his experience and stats. It's just his inventory got shuffled. And then we've got Bartra, who's, well, he's another axe guy. Which one's better right now? Level 6, level 2. Bartra's almost got as much strength at level 2, but he's way lower on all the other stats, so, you know, it's not that great. It's probably good to keep taking some free shots here with the bow before we have to worry about counters. We don't have any healers right now, right? So you gotta be careful. And like I said, I'm gonna give Eliwood that sword now. I don't want to waste his rapier. And I might just put him right into that castle. So this gives him 8 damage. And it's pretty unlikely he'll be hit for a counter. There we go. So, we haven't never really used Eliwood before. So he's got a long way to go on his weapon experience, and he's only level 1. So, it'd be nice to get him, you know, leveling up quick. So let's see here. Neither of these can make it to that square. Alright, so I would like the lower level Dorcas, or Bartra, to finish off this Axeman if he can. He should do enough damage if he hits easily, but... And a crit will definitely do it. 2% crits. Fun when you get them, not so fun when the enemy gets them. Alright, now oh, now you can make it through. Sure, don't have to go through the forest. I would like Lowen to get the kill here, so we'll start with Dorcas, who will one-shot him. Of course he will. Oh, we can double attack here. Alright, Lowen will be fine. There's just not much point letting Bartra get kills right, or Dorcas getting kills right now, because he's such a high level. In fact, he might as well just visit the town. That makes sense. Lord Albert, I don't know. What? Dorcas couldn't know either. He hasn't even talked to Eliwood yet. Oh, a dragon shield! That sounds valuable. So now we've got the ability to go +2 strength and +2 defense, I believe. Those are pretty good permanent stat items. Alright, so let's plan this out. I really would like Eliwood to get a kill. And I would really like Rebecca to get a kill, because they're level 1. Lowen's at least level 2. Now, we don't need to rush, but, let's see, so how much damage can you do here? 7, that's not a lot. How much damage can you do? It is still kind of a waste of the steel sword, to be honest. 13, so this adds up. Lowen might take a little bit of damage back, but he'll be okay. Good. And this can let Rebecca get a kill, because I do plan on keeping her around. There we go. I did the math. It all checks out. I guess we're probably... I didn't check the enemies out. They're probably all level 1 themselves. So we're not going to get a lot of XP no matter what we do. So... Lowen here could get attacked twice. Well, probably will get attacked twice. We could put someone else nearby, but... Yeah, well... You know what? If I put Eliwood in the forest, if they attack him once... Unless he counter-kills them, they'll be in the way. So only one person could even hit him. That might split up their attacks. One might focus on our Lord, and then the other one will attack Lowen to split the damage a bit. Yeah, there we go. I don't think we'll counter-kill it. We have to critical, basically. Eliwood needs the experience anyway. Probably the AI knew they would take a lot more damage from the steel sword counter as well. So they went for the weaker enemy with Eliwood there. Okay. So Eliwood still needs some work. I don't think the enemies will be too dangerous. They're not going to go much further than sort of this area here. So we got lots of room to maneuver. I don't think I'm planning on using Bartra, really. I don't want a ton of axe guys. I might want 1 or 2. But I know we get some good ones later on, so like investing experience in these guys might not be that worthwhile. It's not going to be enough. Oh, you could probably kill that one, though. Let's move her a little bit closer. There's no adjacency bonuses yet. There is, just like a lot of, well, pretty much all the Fire Emblems, there is a support system, and as you gain support ranks, there will be stat bonuses for being close to people you've supported. I think it's up to 3 squares away in this game, so like, we can talk about it more later, but say Rebecca and Lowen had a support rank, they would each give each other some stats by being close by, and you have to keep that in mind when you're positioning later on. But for now, it doesn't really matter, other than you might want to start building support ranks, which requires ending your turn next to people. That's how it works in this game. So, I would like to not kill this guy. No, that'll definitely kill him. What about Bartra? 14 damage, that'll definitely kill him. Looks like I don't have any choices. Whoever attacks is going to kill him, except... No, that won't do it. Well, no, that won't do it anyway. Well, I'll take the risk of a 41% hit. I should have stayed in the forest, actually, but I wanted to move closer to the boss. Luck was on my side, anyway. Alright, let's finish this guy off, then. Well, yeah, whatever. If I can, I'll definitely buy an iron sword soon, because I feel like the steel sword is... It's too valuable to just be wasting right now. The extra damage is overkill this early. That's not a great level up. Let's visit some of these, let's go see what's in the shop. Just vulneraries. We do have a fair bit of money, but I'm going to save that for now. And you immediately escape. That's handy. So if I put Marcus in this square, it might lure one of the axe guys out. And then the rest of the team can kill them next turn. Let's have the axe guys visit these huts. They probably won't give us anything, but they can tell us. They can tell us some hints. Use weapons, get skill. So I think that means, like, some classes, like the Knight, or the Cavalier, has 2 weapons. Whichever the highest one in this game is, it's either A or S, I think they can only master 1 weapon to that. Now, I know in the more modern Fire Emblem games, there's restrictions on which class can get to which weapon ranks. So some classes might have a C as a max, or a B as a max. I'm not sure if this game works like that, or if it's just sort of first come, first served. You know, the first weapon rank you max is the only one you can max, kind of thing. I'm not 100% on that. We'll figure it out. Well, we might figure it out way later on. Young Traveler. Wonder if that was me. Good for nothing courtier. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be me or somebody else, to be honest. Alright, we lured it out. Marcus is nearly invincible. He might have taken a tiny bit of damage if he got hit, but that's his real job here, is to lure the enemy out. So next up, let's see. If I could kill the axe guy with Rebecca and 1 person where Lowen is, then they'll be safe. And then we can lure the arch... You know what? Let's just lure both of them out. Marcus will be fine. Now, if we put someone here, they could be hit by the arrows, but that's probably no big deal. Okay. Let's start with Lowen. And then maybe kill Rebecca. She probably won't do quite enough damage. I could give her the energy ring. That's fine. Eliwood can get the kill. It's no big deal. She's almost got a level up as it is. Eliwood will probably get hit by an arrow, but that shouldn't cause too much problems. And I do like fighting with the group all kind of like this, because this is... When everyone's adjacent, that's how you get those support points. Well, that's how you get a lot of them for various characters. I don't know what my, like... There's a maximum number of supports you can get, and I haven't planned it all out yet, but I like to have them available at least. I got that experience point for getting shot with an arrow, that's good. And for dodging an axe. Well, it looks like we're pretty much through at this point. Rebecca just needs to fire 1 more shot to get a level up. Eliwood probably needs a kill. So why don't we go... Just get some damage done on the bandit. That should get her level 2. Which is good enough for the first map. Not amazing. Let's get Marcus out of the way for now. I need this guy to get out of the way. Like, I'd like to surround the archer, but... Shoot. Don't have quite enough attacks here to do what I was planning on. We don't do enough damage yet. Alright, this way Eliwood can get a kill on the archer. There we go. Still not enough. Well, we'll try to make sure he fights the boss once. And then maybe we'll finish that guy off with Lowen. Yeah, that's fine. I know, I spend a lot of time looking at the experience and planning out levels. It's just good habit, you know, good practice. So let's take a look at the boss, see what we're up against. Grozny, level 5, axe guy. He doesn't have that amazing stats, and just an iron axe. You could probably cheat if you wanted to, and just take him out with the iron bow eventually. It'd be pretty boring, though. A pack of children. Hey. You don't know how old I am. Now, he might actually regenerate 4 HP, so you might actually be able to just grind up levels for Rebecca for a very long time here. At 10 experience per fight. Sounds pretty boring. Eliwood needs to at least attack. Let's see how he's looking here. 5 damage. If he gets countered, it's 9. And then if he gets attacked again next turn, that's another 9, but he'll still be alive. And we might get a defense point up or something on the level up anyway. Oh, wait. No, I was looking... I have to do something else here. I was looking at his max HP, not his current HP. That was a terrible level up as well. Well, that's fine. There's options for that. Can move a little bit out of the way, I guess. So there's your, if you set yourself up to die, you can use one of your characters that can rescue to rescue. I guess, strictly speaking, you could throw axes at him as well. If it hits, it'll do damage. It's kind of a waste, though. Hand axes aren't super cheap. This might be a bad idea as well. It'd counter for 7. Lowen only has 13, so 2 hits at 7 if that's what happens, and he's dead. And the problem with knights is... well... let's have a look here. So Dorcas can aid a 13 unit, and Lowen is only a 10 unit, so that's why it would work in that situation. So we can actually do this again. Now, if he doesn't get hit, he's fine. But now we need to rescue him for sure. So I feel like we got a little bit unlucky there. In that both of my 50% counterattacks got hit. Let's see if I can take and drop. Saves you a turn for resetting everybody like that. Because usually once you've been rescued, it's going to take a while to be dropped and get your turn back. Well, Rebecca's still getting her kills. Unlike the newer Fire Emblems, when you're paired up, you can't just switch between the two characters. So... honestly, I'd prefer Eliwood to finish him off. I should have positioned differently so that Bartra could have moved Eliwood out last turn. You know what? I'm just going to wait a turn. I don't care about finishing it in the lowest number of turns possible. It just doesn't matter. Let's see if Rebecca can weaken him a little bit more. 4 damage if she hits. Nice way for her to just get some free weapon XP and just get powered up a little bit. Now, Eliwood, what are your odds here? 89%. The problem is if he misses, he dies. Ah! Gamble a little bit. Live large. There we go. Nope, you did not have that 11% luck you needed. Sorry, buddy. So that was a risky move for sure. Would have had to redo the chapter. I have to wait another turn as well. Probably would have been smarter to kill with someone else, and then Eliwood could have seized it on that turn, but I'm not going for speedrun. Yes! I have rescued you, villagers! Now, it's the citizens' duty to pay the Lord for his hard work. Oh dear. Preparing for war? So maybe the lands are not as peaceful as the narrator thought. I feel like we'd be in a bad position if there was a war, given our current, troop composition. Perhaps. Sure, let's go travel to Laos and have a talk. Wherever there's free drinks and someone to push my armchair around. You sure bet you would. Drinks are on Eliwood, guys. said he'd buy us around. She's probably got a thing for him. Yeah, they don't have any money, so she's gonna repay him with other services. Oh, and she's got a brother! Who maybe we can get to join later. Girls are always stubborn. She's never coming back. You understand that, right, Dad? She's probably just gonna go get killed. Archers are the next most likely to die after Pegasus Knights, to be honest. Alright, so there you go. Pretty easy battle. Nice to get the blood pumping again in the Fire Emblem spirit. And we'll see what happens next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. And have a great day.